So for today, I had this grand plan to talk about taking our thoughts captive, okay? And how we can kill a lot of hate by the way that we think about people and about things and situations and whatnot. And I did 5 takes, guys. 5 takes. And then I had to leave to go get groceries. And then I'm back. And while I was away, I'm like, Lord, why is this taking 5 takes? And the current situation in my household came to mind rather quickly. So here's what's going on. This is the raw truth, okay, guys? No sugarcoating. No, this is just raw, okay? I have 3 teenagers, okay? An 18-year-old, so pretty much I guess he's an adult. An 18-year-old, a 16-and-a-half-year-old, and then a 13-and-a-half-year-old. And though this doesn't happen all the time, it has happened a lot more recently, you know, since we're all stuck together. Child number 1, our 18-year-old, he is very independent, but he's not mouthy, typically. He has great reason. He can be very sharp. You know, he's quick to do things. When Mama says I need help, he's right there, okay? He's always been that way. Child 2, he's the opposite. He's the opposite. 16 and a half. We've had some issues. Some things that were outside of his control, other things are not. And so when dealing with those, maybe not as graciously as I should have. And then child number 3, well, she's kind of a people pleaser and she'll just do whatever just to make sure everybody's happy and smiling, okay? So, but like everybody else, right now, they've all been closed in together. And I've tried to keep them from stores and whatnot during this whole busy, crazy time. Not as much out of concern for their health, even though I am. My child number 1 has asthma, as well as my husband. But because my husband works outside of the home, he could be bringing anything in, and we just wouldn't know it. So I keep them home. I've kept them home not because not because I want to protect them from the illness, because that's not possible, but because I didn't want them to be exposed to all the uncertainty, all the emotions, the fear. You want to see fear? Go to the grocery store. That's all I'm saying. I didn't want them exposed to that. You know, we try in this house. I struggled with fear for a lot of years. And so in this house, you know, if it can bring on fear, I try to keep it away, okay? So, but lately, you know, we've all been stuck together and we're all just kind of in each other's face all the time. And though it's been nice to have my boys playing together, even though it's on a video game system, they're doing it a lot. They're doing it an awful lot. They're just gaming. If child number 2, he's still doing schoolwork. He has to go through school through the summer. Because of things that have happened to him, we had to pull him from school. He was having some issues. Pulled him from public school. Started homeschooling. Well, the homeschooling isn't working out very well. And so we need to try, because he's going into 11th grade, we need to try and get whatever credits we can and whatnot. So anyway, he has to go through school through the summer. And this child, love him. He is very vocal about how he thinks about things and feels about things and what he thinks should happen instead of what really can happen. And he's dealt with mom all year long, and I think he's done. He will be the one child that will take the first ticket out of here. That's just who he is. Even though he tries hard to make you laugh and sometimes says inappropriate things because he knows it'll get a laugh. So anyway, we've all been in each other's face, and it has come to a head this week, or maybe over the last 10 days, where pretty much no one wants to hear from mom anymore. No one wants mom taking care of him. Well, my daughter doesn't mind, but you know, again, she wants people happy. Doesn't want mom helping anymore, doesn't want mom to discipline anymore, doesn't want mom to have a say in things anymore, just whatever, you know, teenagers. And this has really sucked, okay? I'll say it sucked. And it's really kind of stabbed me in the heart a little bit, you know, because we want to be there for our kids and we want to take care of them and we want to, and child number 2, he is the most vocal about it. And you know, he's the one I worry about the most because of what he's been through. Which I cannot talk about too much, so you're just gonna have to take that as he's gone through some things. So anyway, there's been a lot of pushback and ignoring. Like anything mom says goes in an ear and right out the other, which will send me from chill to raging animal in like a second. Okay, so you know, don't ignore what mama asked you to do. And you know, I'm kind of always been a little strict on that part. When I ask you to do something, I want it done. And I want you to stop what you're doing and get it done because there's a reason I've asked you to do it. All right? So anyway, there's been all this struggling and fighting and back and forth. And I finally, yesterday, I told my husband, you take care of them. I'm done. They're not listening. They don't want my help, even today. They made it very clear, Mom, I don't need you to make my lunch. I can get it myself. And it probably wouldn't hurt so bad if it wasn't said in kind of a rough tone. You know, boys, they sometimes don't have a filter. Mom, I don't need your help. And that can hurt, okay? So, and then my poor daughter, she gives me a hug like, I love you, Mommy. Yes, you can stay. So anyway, so I'm trying to do this lesson. And I'll read the verse, and so that you guys can know exactly why this has been a problem. Let me find it. It's in 1 John chapter 3. No, that's not it. That's not it. Excuse me. I'm sorry. 2 Corinthians 10. See if I can find it. Let me look at my notes. If I can find my notes. Like, guys, I'm ready to just quit for the day. 10:5. Okay. Huh. We demolish arguments. Oops. And every high-minded thing that is rising up against the knowledge of God, taking every thought captive and obey Christ. Guess what I haven't done? So, there is my raw download for the moment, and I know many of you moms can relate. I invite you to share it with me, how you handled it, and I'm gonna get off and take care of business. You all have a great day, and God bless.